Not only have they found the Mars crab, they call it, which is an artery servicing these muscle sarcomeres, they've also found muscle sarcomeres elsewhere, and that is on asteroid Bennu, and they actually brought them to Earth, and they have all the biology that we have in us in them. They just cannot get their heads around the fact these were giant creatures. This is what they came back from Bennu with. They landed on it, grabbed a chunk of muscle. That right there is muscle. And they are heart muscle, cardiac muscle, and inside of them are sarcomeres. And they came back, and it has this phosphates, it has everything that is the chemistry of us. And it has all the DNA, the RNA, the uracil, everything. All right, you see that? That is cardiac muscle. It's a rope-style muscle that wraps around the heart. And this is what it looks like when you cut it and looking into it. This is cardiac muscle, exactly the same. If you cut this and looked into it, you'd see all those little bundles. And those bundles have all of these little sarcomeres in there. There is no possibility that it's wrong. And the chemistry is identical. This is the chemistry. It's identical to a human body. No difference whatsoever. All of the same amino acids. They're in the RNA, DNA. They have all the ribose, everything. Bioessential sugars, ribose, glucose samples from asteroid Bennu. Everything is there that's in us. They just cannot open their mind wide enough to understand what they're seeing. Now this is what the cardiac muscle looks like right here in these bundles. And there's a gooey gum that pulls these in. It's called the sarcoplasmic reticulum. And here it is right here. This is the gooey stuff that surrounds each one of those bundles to pull them in. This shows skeletal muscle, but it doesn't matter. Cardiac muscles are the same. They're sarcomeres and they're sarcoplasmic reticulum. There's the heart attack victim here on Earth, and here's the heart attack victim out in space. Identical, same stuff. There's no difference whatsoever. The chemistry is there, the biology is there, the anatomy is there. Even looking at it in its entirety, it is a heart. It's just like this. The valves of the heart. There is no difference whatsoever. And it's time to fess up to what we got here. I've got all this stuff here in my shop, only it's smaller. There's a muscle, there's a bone, I think it's a shoulder, and it comes down to the tendon, to the muscle, and this is soft tissue petrification, fossilization. Yale agrees with this, that this did happen, only where they were looking was a sandy area. I am here in a muddy area. These are called mud fossils, and they are 100% certain what they are. I've had mine DNA tested, some of them CAT scanned, and we are in the place we are. They claim this is just somebody's pareidolia. They're just looking at that. They can't tell what they see. Well, I see they have PhDolia, where they look and they see what they can see, and they just can't accept it. And that's what's happened, my friends. Okay, my friends, Christmas shocker du jour. They believe they have found evidence of life on Mars. And I believe I have as well. Listen to what they have to say.
We found a sample, and it was, again, we're exploring in places where there were rivers and where there were lakes. And so we put it out to our scientific friends to pressure test it, to analyze it. After a year of review, they've come back and they said, listen, we can't find another explanation.
They can't find an explanation. There is no other explanation. It is life. All right, there's a lot of stuff they found on Mars that indicates life, but this is muscle sarcomeres. They're eroded, they're just dried out, and the dust has come out of them, which is the gummy, gooey part that pulls it in. It's called the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and that is drained out of it. That's an artery, and that's a vein. The artery supplies blood to the sarcomeres. Anybody that's an anatomist should easily understand this. They found skulls on Mars. And they said, well, your mind sees things that aren't really there. They're not really there. They just look like they're there. No, they are there. That's a skull.